All right, let's go. Let's move over to here. Okay, before I continue getting distracted any further, move over here. So I was gonna try to find the original videos, right? But some of them I've been told have been deleted for some reason. Did the stream stop and die completely? Or is the timer clicker just not working for some reason tonight? Oh, that's not cool with the chat. That's great. Why is the chat like that? Let me fix that, because that should not be looking like that at all. Okay. Here, let's bring that like that. Okay, there you go. And then just bring that down here. Oh, nope. Okay, yeah, there you go. Actually, you know what? That's fine. I'll leave it like this. Coalfire's chat suck. Anyways. The cold who let the... It's the cuck who let others fuck his wife. You're horrible. Alrighty. So... we're going to get into this now. We're going to get into this. We're going to watch this video. Because I've been wanting to talk about it for a little bit because I saw it there. And I've got like a whole reaction video to Mikey No More's video covering the bull situation. So that's going to go up tonight after this stream. But first, we're gonna do this.
Buy the audio book, all right? The Spotify audio book is fucking Kino as fuck.
Buy the book.
Right, now, we are on the coffee. Oh, boy.
Oh, here we go. So this is a video that Jeremy Hambley had to get taken down because it completely exposed his entire coffee grift. And he's really pissed off Mr. Morgan by doing this. And now Mr. Morgan's done a massive follow-up. For those of you who don't know, Luther Morgan wrote a book about lol cows, which is available on Amazon if you search Luther Morgan, Luther, Morgan, Morgan, and lol cow. It should pull up on Amazon and you can purchase it. It explains the phenomenon of lol cows. And he's been doing some incredible... I'd say investigative journalism during this whole thing.
His videos are fucking Kino, by the way. Even his other videos are I binge watched his whole channel. Go subscribe to him.
Yes. So let's have a look at this first video that was flagged down.
Here we go. Great video, man. Go sub to him right now.
Our journey really begins in Utah. So here we have Coffee Brand Coffee LLC. Now, Coffee Brand Coffee LLC, if you look at here, the formation date, which is April 14, 2022. And then if you scroll down here, look who the manager is. It's Jeremy Hambley. Now, of course, we redacted his address because that is a residential address. It's not a commercial address. But he is listed as the manager. Here you have Crook Legal Group. So this is the registered agent. So if you wanted to sue Coffee Brand Coffee, or you wanted to serve them with legal documents, this is who you would go to. This is public information.
Let's sue them. Let's sue them.
No, that's fucking weird. Why would you make the address of your business the like your public, like your private residential? Now that doesn't make any kind of logical sense to me whatsoever. What? Like I'm not saying I'm like the smartest man on the face of this planet, but that don't make any kind of logical sense to me whatsoever. Can someone in the chat explain that to me, how that makes logical sense? Because I don't understand. That doesn't make any kind of logical sense to me whatsoever. I don't understand how that makes any kind of logical sense. Why would you, logically speaking, right? Why would you even remotely think that it would be a smart idea, right, to take... I don't understand his logic, his reasoning, right? I don't understand why you would make the address of the company that you run your private address. Like, can someone in the chat explain that to me? I'm going to put my camera right here. See if I can stretch it. Ooh, nope. There you go. Put it right here. Yeah, right there. See, now you can look like my head's moving around. Let's see. Let me grab you. We can lock you down for right now. There you go. Let's see. We gotta unlock you. Grab you, pull you over here. Now you're right there. And then we can lock you over here. He's the cuck's boyfriend. Oh my god. Okay, I gotta see what you guys say in the chat. Okay, so Emperor says Jeremy, the man with a quarter-pounder gut and a quarter-inch nut. Cuck. Replying to cuck. Yep. Oh, delete my monitor. What happened? Oh, cuck's boyfriend. Review tech. Damn, auto mod. Yes, he is the cuck's boyfriend. Oh lord. Oh my god, you people are horrible. Oh, yeah, okay, so let me grab you. I can bring you over here then. Yeah, you can go right there. That's a good spot. And then that's a good spot right there. That's a good spot for everything. So there you go. So now I got my, like, slightly new, more, cyberpunk theming going on. Let's continue.
What a statement from Mr. Morgan. Holy, Jared's really, by the way, like, what crook legal group? Yeah. Could you have a worse name for your legal group than crook? Like crooked legal group? That's who's Jared.
Bruh. Why would you, why? Who names their legal group crook? Who calls their law firm crook? I'm just saying, I feel like that's just opening the door to earn all kinds of insults and everything. I don't know about you, but that doesn't make any kind of logical sense to me. Why would you call your group crook? Can someone explain that to me? Because that doesn't make any kind of logical sense to me whatsoever.
He's legal counsel, the crook legal group. Okay. Okay.
And then, of course, we look at the bottom here. This is the physical address. So this is where the business is actually supposed to be taking place.
Right.
And so this is a public address.
Coffee factory.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
It's a business address. So we're not doxing anybody. This isn't an individual. This is a company. It's a corporation.
Interesting.
So my thing is, why is it out of Utah? Now, of course, that's where Mill Creek Coffee Roasters was. So it's heavily speculated that that was Jeremy's original coffee manufacturer. But I wanted to give Jeremy the benefit of the doubt because maybe he's switched from Mill Creek Coffee Roasters to a different firm, or he has an actual coffee factory. So if you go to Utah and you go to the government website and you look around, it's the Utah
guy's going
Department of
hard.
This is crazy.
Isn't he?
No, this is not.
Agriculture and food. So they're the ones that issue licenses for food processing, food manufacturing. So what I did was I reached out to the deputy commissioner of the Utah Department of Agriculture and Food, and I emailed them. And I said, hey.
Imagine reaching out to the deputy Utah commissioner of food. Listen, quartering is pissing off the wrong people, bro. This is the sort of motherfucker that's going to felt you big time. Like, you don't want to piss this guy off. The commissioner of food. Gee, I bet you I'd like the commissioner of food.
The commissioner, he's like, it goes deeper. His second video went even deeper.
The second video is a real masterpiece because he got really pissed off after this one got flagged down. Yeah, and then we learned that quartering's probably in violation of FDA regulations.
He is in violation.
Allegedly,
according to the research.
Distance to try and locate documentation for a food business called Coffee Brand Coffee. And, of course, the deputy commissioner here, Amber Brown, was gracious enough to respond to my request for public information. And she said, this manufacturer does not appear to be registered with the department under our food manufacturing program. So
what?
There is no Coffee Brand Coffee factory in Utah. Now, if we go back to the LLC, it says, well, of course it's not in Utah. The physical address says it's in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Oh, okay. So it must be in Wisconsin, the factory.
So it's not in Utah, so it must be in Wisconsin then. But even so, with that, why would you have a Utah address then? That doesn't make any kind of logical sense. It's just like none of it's adding up, logically speaking. It doesn't make logical sense to me whatsoever. I don't understand the logic here. Like maybe I'm just not understanding what he's trying to do, but it just doesn't make sense to me. I think you guys understand why I'm saying what I'm saying here. It just doesn't make logical sense to me. Well, let's continue.
That address into Google here, it's actually a virtual mailbox. So it is not a coffee factory.
A virtual.
So there's no factory in Utah. There's no factory in Wisconsin. Where is this factory, this facility that Jeremy says that you can tour and all of his staff are there and he roasts his own stuff? Like, can he tell us where the factory is?
Who's the roast master? Remember he hired the roast master? Do you remember that?
It's not an industrial park. It's not even a coffee shop.
Equipment, and he needed like your $300,000. You had to buy the Mother's Day box.
Yeah, he was in debt for it.
It is a virtual mailbox out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So another dead end, guys. Not looking good. So I went to. Let's go to the state of Wisconsin Department of Agriculture, Trade, and Consumer Protection. So this department, very long name. This is the department that
went to all the permits to see if there's
handles like the food manufacturing as well as many, many other things. As you can see on their website here, it's everything from campgrounds to butter, Christmas tree grower license, dairy and elk, But what we're really interested in is food processing plant license. So let's go into the food, dairy, and retail food licenses page. And if we go to the list here, so this is Wisconsin Department of Agriculture, Trade, and Consumer Protection, and we go to the registries and lists. And if we go down right here where it says under food and recreational safety, we can pull up the food processing plant information, which is our next tab. So you go to food processing plant license holders.
Okay.
So if
Jer really fucked with the wrong crew.
Yeah, I would say I don't think this is gonna end good for Jer. He better have dotted all of his I's and crossed all of his fucking T's, and I don't fucking think he did, based on the way Luther's coming at this.
Someone said this guy should work for the IRS.
Coffee Brand Coffee is a real business, and if it's a real coffee factory in Wisconsin, it's going to be on this list.
Yes,
so let's get the PDF, shall we? So here we have it, guys.
He's got the PDF.
He has the PDF, and we're not talking about him.
This is the food processing plant licensing holders. Now, these are all business addresses for business names and stuff. There's no personal information.
So, I'm just saying, like, based on that alone, that should probably tell you how sketchy his coffee brand is then. Because I'm going to be dead honest with you guys, I always thought there was something up about his coffee brand. I always thought there was something weird about it. Like, it never made logical sense to me, right? It just never did. But, like, now, I don't know. It don't make any kind of logical sense to me whatsoever. And like, just the fact that he's pissed so many people off. He has pissed so many people off at this rate that, like, you would think at this point he would, like, try to at least fix his problem, but instead I guess no, just fuck it, just saying fuck it. That's what it seems like. He's just saying fuck it at this point and just going with, okay, it'll work out just fine in my favor. Who cares? Like, it's just not going to work out in his favor at all. He's just burying himself deeper. And it's just it's the fact that he managed to piss someone off so bad that they have gone out of their way to investigate his coffee brand. They have gone out of their way to investigate the coffee brand in an attempt to expose him. is just hilarious to me. It is just absolutely hilarious to me. Let's continue.
On here, this is all public information, guys. So it's 95 pages, and this is everything from giant factories all the way down to your local butcher shop. So let's just do a little Control F search here, and let's type in coffee.
It better pop up.
So with Control F coffee, there's 83 results. Now, so for example, the first search that comes up here, it's Torque Coffee Company Incorporated at 3455 Payne Avenue, Sheboygan, Wisconsin. So if we look that up, as you can see, guys, it's like a coffee factory in like an industrial park.
This is what we should
So let's go to the next one just for demonstrative purposes.
Well, look at this.
So this is Door County Coffee and Tea Company. It's at 5773 State Highway 42, Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin.
And look at this one.
So let's pull that one up. Oh, it's like a roadside thing.
So he's showing from the biggest factory to the smallest coffee hut or whatever the fuck.
I don't know what he used to capture the audio, but God bless America, he needs to fix that, because that popping noise is oof to the ears. Well, I'm glad to know that is the correct video. So actually, we're going to go and watch the videos directly then. So I know exactly which videos they are. That one, and there was one other one, if I'm not mistaken. Was there one other one, or was it just both of them? It was both of them, that's right. Because then he goes here and then here. That's how they did it. So we're going to watch it directly then.
Maybe if you read it, you could have avoided all this, Jerry.
Awesome.
Fuck. I hate... Good Lord. Okay, I'm going to bring that volume down for me just a little bit. All right.
2020.
Hey guys, Luther Morgan here with another video about the quartering. And today we're going to be exposing the coffee brand coffee grift with real documents, with real information from Utah and Wisconsin. So before we get into it, I just want to say thank you for the support. Thank you for the views, the subscribers. We're growing a lot on YouTube. Some fantastic comments. And I just want to remind, hey guys, so our journey begins on coffee brand coffee.
Oof, that editing. Ooh. I hate that like direct chop thing and then it jumps to the next thing. I hate that. I wish people would like take 5 minutes to like kind of learn a little bit more about video editing. But overall, it doesn't seem to be too bad. So let's continue.
.com. Now, this is Jeremy's own website. And, you know, there's a picture of him and his wife, but of course she's not a public figure. And, you know, we talk about the coffee brand coffee.
See, this is what I'm talking about right here. This right here. What the hell, man? Why you got your wife in the freaking coffee brand story? Why? Why is she there? If she's not a public figure, if she's not a part of the company, she has no business in the company, why? Why is she in there? What logic is that? I don't understand these people. I do not understand these people. They make no logical sense to me whatsoever. Like, what the hell? What in the bloody hell is wrong with these people? Oh my God. Oh my God. I swear to everything. I swear. Actually, matter of fact, I don't have to do that. I can just go over here real quick. Because I got the sound bites. And I'm just going to play them for you right now. He's gay! I'm just saying. He's gay. Because I'm going to be honest, I got this exclusive sound bite thanks to a guy that I know. His name is Slug. I got it from his Discord server. It's an exclusive sound. This is the quartering emitting to something. So make sure you pay very close attention to this.
I do a lot of drugs. It took me time to get off cock.
See, it took him a lot of time to get his bull off. So there you go, exclusive information. I love that soundbite. Oh, that one was freaking hilarious. Alrighty, now I'm done fooling around. Let's continue with the video.
Story, you know, this is his sales pitch. It's Jeremy. He's the founder, Coffee Brand Coffee. Get to the coffee, this and that. Yeah. So let's go to the contact page, because what I'm really interested in is, where is the coffee factory? Because Jeremy has made so many claims about Coffee Brand Coffee, how it's a family business. He handles everything in-house, everything from the roasting to the packaging, that he has a roast master.
So I just saw your comment, Coalfire. Let me look. He goes, the guy hasn't pissed me off yet, but if he does, he'll open up a can of worms he won't want to open. At this point, I mean, how much worse could it possibly get for him? I mean, how much worse could it possibly get for the guy? And then Coalfire replies back, why does she look like one of my exes? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Not good. Not good at all. Let's see, I believe. Yeah, the soundbites will be here. Oh, where the hell is my... I need to put them all in one spot. Let's see. Yeah, here you go.
He's felt it.
Yes, he has felt it. And he's gay. Why is that right there? That shouldn't be right there. Let's see. I should fix the thing to work with, like, keys and whatnot. I'll set that up eventually. But right now, let's get back into this. Because he has indeed felt it. And he's gay.
He's referred to it as a family business, etc. So where is this coffee factory? Because we should be able to find it. Why do I say that? It's because all food processors and all food manufacturers have to have a food license.
Yes,
so usually when you go on a food
required.
manufacturer's website, they have like, where is the factories? But if you go to the about page, and there's really no way that you can contact them. You can't even like call them. They don't even have a 1-800 number. So we don't even know like the, whatchamacallit, the area code on the phone number. Maybe we could locate it. So our journey really begins in Utah. So here we have Coffee Brand Coffee LLC. Now, Coffee Brand Coffee LLC, if you look at here, the formation date, which is April 14, 2022. And then if you scroll down here, look who the manager is. It's Jeremy Hambly. Now, of course, we redacted his address.
Now, I'm completely confused by that. Because the guy lives in Wisconsin, right? At least from what I understand, Jeremy Hambly lives in Wisconsin. So why is Coffee Brand Coffee in Utah? Why is it there? That doesn't make any kind of logical sense to me. Why is Coffee Brand Coffee in the state of Utah, but he lives in Wisconsin? I'm not joking. She really looks like one of my exes. Do we know her? Yes. Her name is Heather. Heather Wambury. Heather Hambly, that's it. Heather Hambly, that's her name. So, yeah, you can go and look that up.
Because that is a residential address. It's not a commercial address. But he is listed as the manager. Here you have Crook Legal Group. So this is the registered agent. So if you wanted to like sue Coffee Brand Coffee, or you wanted to serve them with legal documents, this is
Crook Legal Group. Crook Legal Group PLLC. That's interesting. I didn't know LLCs could be start with a P. That's interesting. Dropship brand, dropship. Probably is a dropship. Let's see. Looking right here, entity. Let's see. Entity number 0, status active. The street address is 175 South Main Street, Suite S20, Salt Lake City in Utah. Last updated was on September 13th of 2024. So they've been there for a while. That's interesting. That's just weird to me. That is, I don't get it. I don't understand it. Like, maybe I'm just not logically thinking about it, but there we go. Now I can use my little soundboard. Here we go. Now I can play my funny sounds, like this one.
I'm looking through my Bible here this morning, and I can't see anything that says anything about your opinion.
See? That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to be using that one on Melanie a lot. Let's see. Coalfire says, why does it have to be Heather of all names? Well, look, I'm not her parents. I didn't name her. I don't know why you're asking me. I'm not the person to ask. I am not the person to ask that question to. What I am is the guy going to continue watching this video.
Who you would go to. This is public information.
Oh, it was re-uploaded. I see.
And then, of course, we look at the bottom here. This is the physical address. So this is where the business is actually supposed to be taking place. And so this is a public address. This is a business address. So we're not doxing anybody. This isn't an individual. This is a company. It's a corporation. So my thing is, why is it out of Utah? Now, of course, that's where milk.
See, that's what I don't understand right there, right? Is that the business is based in Utah, right? Yet, however, the physical address is at 1433 North Water Street, Suite 400 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That doesn't make any kind of logical sense to me. I don't understand why it's there when he's supposed to be, you know, he lives there. He's supposed to be doing business there, but the company's based in Utah. So hopefully this video will explain that to me, because that doesn't make any logical sense to me whatsoever.
Creek Coffee Roasters was. So it's heavily speculated that that was Jeremy's original coffee manufacturer. But I wanted to give Jeremy the benefit of the doubt, because maybe he's switched from Mill Creek Coffee Roasters to a different firm, or he has an actual coffee factory. So if you go to, Utah, and you go to the government website and you look around, it's the Utah Department of Agriculture and Food. So they're the ones that issue licenses for food processing, food manufacturing. So what I did was I reached out to the Deputy Commissioner of the Utah Department
of... So Luther right here from Amber Brown says, "Hi Luther, this manufacturer does not appear to be registered with the department under one of our manufactured food programs. If you have any further questions, you can contact the program. Sarah Mintzler is the manager, and her contact info can be found on the program page. Thanks for getting in touch, Amber Brown." Oh no. That's not good. That is not good. That is not good whatsoever. Let's see. Okay. I get it. I can't run that. That's fine. So, that's not good. That's not good at all. That's really not good. Oh no. Why is that like that? So I don't understand, right? Why? Just like, why? Oh, hello. I don't need you seeing that. So, I'm confused by this, right? I'm confused. Why is that capable? I don't understand, right? I don't understand how. I just can someone explain to me how that's okay? Like, can I get an understanding? Oh, did I click on something I didn't mean to click on? I probably did. Oh, I did. Oops. Let me just not open that up. And I'll go ahead and close you down for now, so you're not eating up. Alright. There we go. That should fix that. So, continue on from where we were at, right? I was shutting down some apps and everything. So, based on this email, right? That's, oh boy. Ooh, not good. Very not good. Let's
Agriculture of Food, and I emailed them, and I said, hey, I'm requesting assistance to try and locate documentation for a food business called Coffee Brand Coffee. And, of course, the Deputy Commissioner here, Amber Brown, was gracious enough to respond to my request for public information. And she said, this manufacturer does not appear to be registered with the department under our food manufacturing program. So there is no Coffee Brand Coffee factory in Utah. Now, if we go back to the LLC, it says, well, of course it's not in Utah. The physical address says it's in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Well, if you actually pull up that address into Google here, it's actually a virtual mailbox. So it is not a coffee factory. It's not an industrial park. It's not.
It's a fucking. It's a what you call it? It's like a It's like, you know how like post office and certain like postal services will allow you to get a PO box. It's basically a PO box. It's a PO box. That's great. He's got a freaking PO box for his freaking coffee company. That's wonderful, to say the least. So yeah, it is more than likely is a dropship coffee brand. That's lovely, to say the least. That's just, at this point, this is just sad. This is just, this is fucking sad, bro. This is sad. This guy's sad. Absolutely just sad. Just sad. Let's continue.
Not even a coffee shop. It is a virtual mailbox out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So another dead end, guys. Not looking good. So I went to, let's go to the State of Wisconsin Department of Agriculture, Trade, and Consumer Protection. So this department, very long name, this is the department that handles like the food manufacturing as well as many, many other things. As you can see on their website here, you know, it's everything from campgrounds to butter, Christmas tree grower license, dairy and elk, you know, but what we're really interested in is food processing plant license. So let's go into the food, dairy, and retail food licenses page. And if we go to the list here, so this is Wisconsin Department of Agriculture, Trade, and Consumer Protection, and we go to the registries and lists. And if we go down to, right here where it says under food and recreational safety, we can pull up the food processing plant information, which is our next tab. So you go to food processing plant license holders. So if Coffee Brand Coffee is a real business, and if it's a real coffee factory in Wisconsin, it's going to be on this list. So let's get the PDF, shall we? So here we have it, guys. This is the food processing plant licensing holders. Now, these are all business addresses with business names and stuff. So there's no personal information on here. This is all public information, guys.
Right.
So it's 95 pages. And this is everything from giant factories all the way down to your local butcher shop. So let's just do a little Control F search here and let's type in coffee. So with Control F coffee, there's 83 results. Now, so for example, the first search that comes up here, it's Torque Coffee Company Incorporated at 3455 Payne Avenue, Sheboygan, Wisconsin. So if we look that up, as you can see, guys, it's like a coffee factory in like an industrial park. So let's go to the next one just for demonstrative purposes.
We've already gotten to this
point. So this
is
is Door County Coffee and Tea Company. It's at 5773 State Highway 42, Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. So let's pull that one up. Oh, it's like a roadside thing. It's like clearly a commercial thing, but smaller. So let's try another one just for the sake of... Oh, and we also have P.O. boxes in here too. So let's... that's not a real address. So let's go to this one. It's Estes Vu Pretz Coffee Company LLC, and it's at 1250 East Washington Avenue, Madison, Wisconsin. So if we pull that one up, look at this. It's a very small coffee shop. So the reason why I say this is there's everything from giant industrial firms to kind of bigger sized commercial firms, all the way down to your local coffee shop. So, you know, Jeremy can't say, oh, well, I run a small operation, it wouldn't be on there. No, it's all size.
So he's got everything, and it seems so far, based on all that, he's beginning to show how it doesn't make logical sense that he doesn't have a registered business in, like, it doesn't seem like he has a registered business at all. Ryan79 says, Jer thinks that he can just get his coffee on Walmart shelves. Coalfire Gaming says, where is it at? It's in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, according to the physical address, but it's registered in Utah. Make that make sense. Anyways.
All sizes of coffee shop, all right? So if we go through this whole list, it's 83 firms. If we do Control F and go coffee brand, 0 results. So there's 0 results for coffee brand. Now you say, okay, well, let's try the address. So if we go back to the Utah LLC, according to Coffee Brand Coffee LLC government paperwork, the physical address of the coffee factory is 1433 North Water Street, Suite 400, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So let's go ahead and plug that address. Let's go ahead and plug that address into our search here. Oh, would you look at that? There's no food processing plant license holders at that address. So, and if you search every other address, there is no coffee factory. So there's no coffee factory in Utah. We've confirmed that with a deputy commissioner over in Utah. And then there, per Wisconsin Department of Trade, per the state of Wisconsin Department of Agriculture, Trade, and Consumer Protection, according to the food processing plant license holders list, which is very extensive and 95 pages long, Coffee Brand Coffee doesn't exist in Wisconsin. So just for a further nail in the coffin here, I emailed Coffee Brand Coffee, and I was a little bit sneaky, and I said, I'm thinking about buying some coffee. Where in the United States is it shipped from? And of course, somebody responded, and they said, our coffees are shipped from Phoenix, Arizona. And it's funny because the automated thing says it's from Angel, but then I later got a survey for...
Wait, hold on. Whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy, on that one. Whoa, buddy. What do you mean you ship from Wait a minute, hold up. So your business is located in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, okay, but you're in Salt Lake, Utah. You're registered in Salt Lake, Utah under Crook Law Group, okay, but you ship your coffee from Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. What? How is that logical? How does that make any kind of logical sense? What? No, bruh, no. That's some horse donkey. That don't make any kind of logical sense. Why is your coffee from Phoenix, Arizona? What is that logic? Can someone explain that to me? Because that don't make any kind of logical sense to me whatsoever. What? No. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. To the no. Oh, hell no. To the no. Just, oh, hell no. Hell no to that one, buddy.
Or how would you rate the help Maggie gave you? So this is the infamous Maggie. This is the employee that Jeremy fired so that he could, buy a...
Now, I hate that he had to blur the screen because he can't show any of the emails, and when I go to live stream, I won't, like, when I go to post this on YouTube and everything, I won't be able to, it will help me with the editing process because I won't have to blur the screen. But we take him for his word, right? That this is the infamous people that he had to fire to save money for the company and save the business and everything. I don't get that, right? I don't get that logic. So, because you told us, right, that you had to fire these people, but now suddenly we find out that these people, they've been there still the whole time? Really, bruh, dude, bruh. That don't make any kind of logical sense. I don't understand how that makes logical sense. Why did it have to be Utah and West Charleston? Wait, West Charleston, what? I don't know what you've been watching, but that ain't what we're talking about. And in case you're wondering, I put my lapel mic on the on my mic stand because I got tired of it bouncing against my chest. Oh yeah, in Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah, I don't understand why. I don't understand why it's in Phoenix, Arizona. I do not understand why it went to fucking Phoenix, Arizona. Like, what? Like, what? What the fuck? The fuck is happening? Why? Why did it go to Phoenix, Arizona? Why? Why is it there? Just, bruh, what the hell is happening? This is like, no wonder why people called it a scam. No wonder why people call it a scam. Because this is turning out to be more and more of a scam. Holy Jesus, is turning out to be more and more of a scam. Just bruh. Just bruh, that one.
RC car track. And he unceremoniously fired this woman right before Christmas. And
Yep.
I requested 2 updates. I said, hello, is it roasted in Arizona as well? And then I emailed again, hello, can you tell me where the coffee is roasted? And then I received no response. So if there was any doubt that there's some coffee brand coffee factory out there somewhere, there's absolutely no coffee brand coffee factory in either Utah or Wisconsin. So, I don't know what Jeremy's talking about when he says that it's a family business, that he has a coffee roaster, this and that. He doesn't. So what does he have? That's the big question. I don't think that coffee brand coffee is drop shipped coffee. If we go back to this video, and this is from March of 2025, in this video, Jeremy admits that he spent $300,000 on coffee brand coffee, and then he put $80,000 on a credit card. Now, this $300,000 I was able to locate, so he's kind of telling the truth here. This $300,000, this was a home equity line of credit, so basically a second.
Holy shit, look at that. Okay, so purchase of land, loan amount of $408,000 with an interest rate of 5.22%. Dated for the, January, February, March, April, that's it. So it'd be April 20th to 2020. God damn, with a monthly payment of $4,367.47. Fuck me. To a total of $480,000. $480,000 fucking dollars. 79 Ryan says he's probably losing a lot of money on this. Perfect Savage replies back, oh yeah, no worries. Gerard is running a lot of gay ops on this. Yes, he is. He's running a fuck ton of gay ops on this. It is. I'm not surprised. Oh my God, $480,000 fucking dollars. Let's see, expected to pay it off. Oh, construction loan is at $1,252,000. And then I guess holy shit, $1,732,000 fucking dollars. $1.7232 million. Holy shit. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Bruh. Just bruh. He's fucking holy shit. His fucking coffee company. Goddamn. How much fucking money he spent on this? Fuck. Just fuck. Just holy fuck. Good Lord. That's so much money. That is so much money. Fuck. I don't even think I've managed to spend $100,000 in my entire life. And that's fucking saying something, because I've bought some really nice stuff. Fuck. Just, God damn. Damn, boy. He broke. He fucking broke. He is fucking broke, dude.
Mortgage on his house. So he put out a second mortgage on his house, effectively,
Fuck.
for coffee brand coffee. in February of 2025. So in March of 2025, this is where he publicly reveals that he's $300,000 in debt. And then he also says, I put $80,000 down on a credit card. Now, $80,000 on a credit card is really high. So what I did was, again, with Wisconsin Public Records, I went to the UCC lien website in Wisconsin, and you type in Jeremy Hambley's name and also Coffee Brand Coffee LLC. There's no commercial loans around that time. So he's probably correct when he says that he put it down on a credit card. It's just insane to me that Mr. Hambley, Jeremy Hambley.
Oh, fuck me. Perfect Savage says, Jar's game felted from all sides and it's glorious. Yes, it is. 79 Ryan says, he's in debt. He's broke. He's felted. And he's gay. God. Holy shit. He's upside down on his mortgage. Lord have mercy. Oh, good Lord. I don't understand how this guy manages to... how the fuck did he manage to... None of this makes any logical sense. Can someone explain how it makes sense? Because it doesn't to me. It doesn't make any logical sense to me. Fuck. Just fuck. Holy shit.
The quarter pound.
Oh, I'm into read this. My personal speculation is that he uses a co-packer and he needed this $380,000 for a massive batch of coffee. Wow. Just wow. Just wow. Like he said himself, he's poor. He's poor. Buddy, he ain't just poor. He's looking at the edge of fucking bankruptcy. He's looking at the edge of bankruptcy.
The Ham Planet, he would go $380,000 in debt over Coffee Brand Coffee, but that's just how he operates as a businessman. And I think that we've adequately demonstrated using public search tools that there is no coffee factory in Utah or in his home state of Wisconsin where he lives and where he operates his business from, according to the business records. So I would say to Jeremy Hambley and to Coffee Brand Coffee, tell me the name of the coffee company. Send me an email with the food processing plant license or the food manufacturing license, and then we can put this all to bed, where your coffee factory actually is. Or just admit that you use a co-packer or a different food processing, partner, and they do all the real work and you just put your label on it. Just admit it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching our video. Hope that you were informed. Hope that you were educated. Hope that we had a good time. It's Friday. How's everybody's weekend going? Thank you so much. The audiobook is available now on Spotify as well as Audible. Audible. Get it? Anyway, and it's also available on Amazon as an ebook, a paperback, and...
So Perfect Savage says, yeah, Jar's fucked trying to save his coffee brand by putting down a second mortgage on the house. Such a dumbass. And Coalfire says, there may be a chance that his ex-wife might be a ex of mine. No 100% right now. I can't spell tonight. That's lovely. There we go. Holy Jesus is all I can say to that one, buddy. Alrighty. So that was the first video. But before we continue on, I'm going to take a little short break to go get some more drink and go pee real quick. So we'll be right back with more of this coffee brand exposure. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more of the classic casino style feltoning. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. No, I didn't break it. We're good. Well, we are good. Oh, where's my camera at? Why is the camera like that? Why is the camera turning? Why is the camera turning? Just let me go forward. Oh, why isn't that letting me move the camera? What? Bruh, oh. Okay, that's... Ooh. I think Meld's glitching out tonight. That's probably what it is. Meld's probably throwing a little hissy fit. That's probably what it is. Let's see. Wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be my first time dealing with that. That's for certain. Let's see. Alrighty. So, now let's get back to it, right? Let's not worry about that any further. Let's worry about getting the content, which is the next section, part 2. Because he did a part 2 to it, right? He did a part 2, and I wanted to read out some of the comments while I'm here. There's some good comments in here. Let's see. He goes, Perfect Savage says Jordan's gonna have to pull a Phil and file for bankruptcy. And yeah, I think he's gonna have to. He's got no choice now at this point, from the sounds of it. But let's get to the second video then. Let's see what was said here.
Hey guys, Luther Morgan here, coming at you with another video about Coffee Brand Coffee and the ongoing investigation as we answer or try to answer the question, where is the coffee factory? Now, I got a helpful tip from a friend of the channel, Duty Streams, and he suggested a whole new different avenue of investigation. And, unlike unlike Mr. Hambly, I actually give credit. And it made me think about it in a totally different way. Instead of trying to find a food processing plant and then connect the plant to the product, I should get the product and then reverse engineer where the product came from. So, I bought Coffee Brand Coffee. That's right. I wasted 40 of my own dollars to get Coffee Brand Coffee. So if you like this investigation and you want to support it, please consider checking out the book on Amazon, Lol Cows, The Internet's Never-Ending Tragedy. Or if you can't read, like Jeremy Hambly, the audiobook is available on Spotify and Audible. All right, so back to the video. So I ordered the coffee, and I started doing a little bit of investigation into what are the requirements to sell things on Amazon. Because Amazon is kind of like his Achilles heel. Right. So if we go to the Amazon Seller Central and we go to grocery and gourmet foods and we go to product requirements, if you see right here, it says you must be licensed or have the approval of relevant government agency for the products you're allowed to sell. So this would be his food manufacturer, food processing plant license. And then if we go through here, it says label in English all products covered by federal, state, and local laws. For federal labeling policies, see the FDA food labeling and nutritional guide for that. And we'll get to that in just a second.
So let's read the full thing, because I'm going to read the full thing, because he's laying off a couple of different parts, but let's read the full thing right here. So product requirements. Food must be properly prepared, packaged, sealed, and labeled. You must be licensed or have an approval from a relevant government agency for the products you plan to sell. You must ensure your products and business operations comply with federal and state laws. This includes laws not described in Amazon policies. Sell all grocery and gourmet food products as new. You cannot list used products. See the condition guidelines. Food is viewed as date sensitive. It must have an expiration date permanently marked on every unit unless the product is exempt. This includes every unit that is shipped and every unit displayed for sale. Let's see. The next section says keep the fulfillment center FC shelf life details up to date for grocery products and an inventory file template. Set the value of the expiration date product file to be true. The FC shelf life is linked to the time of the product shelf is fit to be eaten. Labeled in English, all products covered by the federal, state, and local governments for federal labeling. See the FDA Food and Drug for labeling and nutrition values, FDA for pet food, and USDA for labeling appropriate web pages. So pretty much so exactly what I thought, right? Exactly what I've been thinking at this point. So getting more into it, right? It goes, enclose and seal food in packaging suitable for shipping. It must keep food from contamination, spoiling, melting, or damage. You must ship food with enough of shelf life remaining. You must not remove or alter any expiration date. See, when you sell products in multi-packs, the expiration on the multi-pack products must match the earliest expiration date of the products itself. You must list grocery and gourmet food products using the manufacturer's UPC code. For more information, see products UPC and GTNs. For more information on listing products without said label, see how to list products that do not have a product ID. Yeah, it jumped. I just saw that. It jumped. For some reason, it's jumping pretty hard. I think that's on Meld's side, actually. But, here we go. Oh, yeah, it's jumping for some reason. That's weird that it's doing that, but alright. So, looking more into it, right? Looking more into what's being disclosed right here, it sounds like he might be in a lot more fucking trouble than he led us all to believe that he might be. It just sounds like he might be in a lot more fucking trouble than he's might have led on to believe. Yeah, he might be fucked. He might be incredibly fucked at the moment, but let's look more into it.
So there's also further requirements. So for food and beverage, it says listed here, examples of permitted listings. Properly prepared and sealed food and beverages. All food packaging must include the following. And right here, name and address of the packaging company. So I knew by the time this thing got to me in the mail that either two things would be true. Either Jeremy Hambley is not in compliance with the Amazon food listing requirements, or the coffee will have the exact thing that I need on it. So as I waited for this thing in the mail.
All right, brother. I'll see you when you get back. Drive safe, brother. Don't get in a car accident. And making sure that we're okay. Making sure we're not skip. It doesn't look like we're skip jumping anymore, so we should be good here. All right. Let's see. Give me a second. Alrighty. So 1, coffee brand coffee is not compliant with Amazon's listing requirements, or 2, the coffee packaging would have had the address of the factory. So, I mean, again, I'm gonna reserve judgment. Let's watch the video and then we'll see.
I did a little investigation into what are these FDA food requirements. So coffee by itself doesn't have to have nutritional facts. So if we go to the FDA document here, it's 132 pages. We go down to foods with no nutritional significance. It says, are spices, coffee, and tea required to be nutritional labeled? And it says right here, exempted food includes coffee beans, whole or ground. So let's go further. However, Hambley sells coffee that has artificial flavoring in it. Half of his coffee is artificial flavoring. So if we go through this same document, page 18, it says, how are spices, natural flavors, or artificial flavors declared in the ingredients list? So you also need an ingredients list. These may be declared in the ingredients list by either using specific, common, or usual names, by using declaration spices, flavor, or artificial flavor, or natural flavor. And it gives us example here. And if we go down to the next page here, it says, do you have to parenthetically declare all the ingredients and flavors that conform to a standard of identity? And it also says, if the flavor is declared by the standardized name, i.e., vanilla extract, whatever, each ingredient must also be declared parenthetically following the standardized name. So a lot of his coffee has artificial flavoring.
Right.
So this artificial flavoring, whatever the hell chemicals are in it, are supposed to be listed. So also while I waited on the coffee to come in, I did a little research into what are, what's the coffee trade information websites? What do they say about this when it comes to coffee labeling? And we have 3 sources of information here because I wanted to be extensive. So this is Roastar, the whole package. So this is a whole company dedicated on helping coffee companies design packaging. So we go through here. Every bag of coffee you sell, whether that's at the farmer's market or in a national grocery store. So Hambly's talked about wanting to get into Walmart. Right here, name and place of business. That means the manufacturer, packer, or distributor. The full address is safest, but a website that clearly links to your contact info can suffice. He doesn't have any contact info on his website. So we got one source here. Also, it says if your coffee is flavored, you'll need an ingredients list and potentially an allergy warning. So just to be sure, here is the FDA requirements around flavor additives. So it's a dead link, but I went and found it. So if you're, if you want to look at the FDA code here, it's whatever.
That's not what I want. That's the policy I want. Oh boy. Oh, fuck me. Okay, so this is going to be brutal to go through. So let's go. We're going to mute this real quick. We're going to go to, we're going to have to go to halftime. We're going to go halftime, and then we're going to have to reverse back. So that way we can read through this properly, because I'm not going to try to pause through that. I'm not going to try to play the pause game on that one, because I used to do that all the time with certain videos, but like I'm just, not worth my time now, so I'm going to do it this way. So what has to be done? What has to be on your coffee label? No ifs, ands, or beans about it. Oh my God, really? So Roastar, Lord, the whole package, Jesus. Okay, whatever, right? Says right here, so the journey from bean to bag can be a whirlwind, and we're here to make sure you're equipped with everything you need to know to be successful. From the FDA requirements to barcodes, we're breaking down what you need to know in a way that is smooth as your face. Jesus, I hate these coffee jokes. Let's start with the boring stuff. The 3 legal, non-negotiable, every bag of coffee you sell, whether it's from the farmer's market to the actual grocery shops, need to include a statement of identity, simple and clear, whole bean or ground coffee. Okay, what kind of, is it already pre-grounded coffee, or is it the whole bean? You're getting the whole bean, or you're getting grounded? And the weight, what the weight is, I'm assuming. Yeah. Net quantity of the contents, how much coffee is in the bag. List both U.S. Metrics and international metrics, i.e. ounces per grams. Like ounces to grams. So, for example, 12 ounces right here is 340 grams. And then the third one is the name and place in business. That means the manufacturer, packaging, and distributor. A full address is safest, but a website that clearly links to your contact info can suffice. And here's a bonus tip. Keep it legible. The FDA does not care how cute your font is. They just want it to be readable. Use plain text, non-cursive, and place your net weight towards the bottom of the front panel. If your coffee is flavored, especially with allergens like nuts, you may need an ingredient list and potential allergy warnings. Just to be sure, here's a list of FDA requirements around flavored additives. Review it carefully to be sure whether or not your additives need to be labeled. Check your state's cottage law. Cottage food laws allow coffee roasters to get their feet wet in the market without having to risk steep investments in equipment on the outset. But it's best to not assume everything. Before pouring time and money into any business venture, check your state's local food laws, as well as food regulations, to learn what is allowed and what is not. Your state may not set a cap on the minimum earnings, having label requirements, or allow you to sell whole beans online. This is very interesting information. With fewer regulations and lower startup costs, a small coffee roasting venture is ideal to test the market, refine roasting techniques, and build a customer base without the pressure of substantial debt or overhead cost. That's very interesting, though. So, let's see. If we continue on, right? So, he's going to bring us to the FDA requirements here. And we're going to read through it. So, section 172.530. Let's see. That's animal foods. Oh, here we go. So this is the section we need. 101.22. Foods, labeling of spices, flavors, colorings, and chemical preservatives. A, the term is for artificial flavor. Artificial flavorings mean any substance, the function of which is to impart flavor which is not derived from a spice, fruit or vegetables, basically. Fruit fermentation products. Therefore, artificial flavor includes the substance listed above at this section right here. So that's obviously that's what the FDA says about it, right? So you read through it, and it's basically saying all these are like the different flavors and whatnot, and what is considered artificial, I'm assuming, for the most part. Going through here even further. So now we look right here. So that was the section that he was talking about, right? As we're looking. It's kind of interesting to see how they how it's all labeled and everything. So now we can finally get into some good reading right here. Now we can get into it. Let's see, we already read that. Okay, so we got section 1, 2, and 3. So let's read them. The term artificial flavors means any substance, the function of which is to impart a flavor which is not derived from a spice, fruit, or fruit juice, vegetable juice, edible yeast, herb, bark, bud, root, leaf, or similar plant material. Meat, fish, poultry, eggs, dairy products, or fermented products. Therefore, if artificial flavor includes the substance listed in the different sections right there. As chapter exception, where exceptions are derived from natural sources. The term spice means any aroma, vegetable substance in the whole being broken or ground form, except for those substances which have been traditionally regarded as food, such as onions, garlic, and celery, whose significant function in food is seasoning rather than nutritional value. This is true to name and which from no portion of any violet oil or other flavoring principle has been removed. Spices include the spices listed above in the chapters. All spices, and obviously labeling all out. Let's see. And other spices also include flavors shall be declared as spices and coloring unless declared by their common or usual name. And for the examples to use is allspice, asin, basil, bay leaf, celery seed, Cameron, celery seed, chevrolet, cinnamon, cloves, counter. But who's really caring about like that portion? We want to get to the third portion right here, which is the term natural flavor. Natural flavor means the essential oils of essence of extract, protein, in any forms of roasting, heating, enzymes, which includes the flavoring, constitutes derived from a spice, fruit, or fruit juice, vegetable juice, edible eat, blah, 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 on it goes. So, essentially, it's saying that if you're adding natural flavors from other fruits and stuff like that, unless there's like a known allergy to them, you don't necessarily need to label out where you got it from. But if it's an artificial flavoring, you need to say what the artificial flavoring is and essentially what it's coming from, the ingredient that makes the artificial flavoring. That's essentially what I'm understanding of what it's saying here. So that's interesting there. I find it very interesting. So now if we bring it back up to speed, right? Now we're going to bring it back up to 1.0, unmute. Let's listen to it.
We go to So here we go, Code of Federal Regulations, and we scroll all the way down here to this one. A statement of artificial flavoring, artificial coloring, or chemical preservative shall be placed on the food or in its container or wrapper, or any two or all three of these. Maybe.
So reading right here, because there's always more terms. Somebody else got hacked, so. Let's see. Sorry, I'm responding to people because they're talking. Okay, yeah. Sorry, a couple of people I know got hacked, and now they're texting me. So I'm just kind of like, fuck these hackers. I really hate hackers. Such evil pricks. Anyways, if we continue on from here, right? As the term chemical preservative is food which is subject to requirements, the section shall bear labeling even though such food is not packaged in form. I'm interested about D and E, so let's see.
Necessary. So, this flavored coffee, will it have a statement about what the artificial flavoring is? Here's another source.
All right, let's go back to the FDA reading, right? It goes, a statement of artificial flavoring, artificial coloring, or chemical preservative shall be placed on the food or its content or wrapper or any of the two or the threes above. As may be necessary to render such statement is likely to be read by an ordinary person under customary conditions of purchase and use of such food. The specific artificial coloring used in food shall be identified on the labeling so required by regulation in Part 74 of this chapter to ensure safety conditions of use for the color additive. A food shall be exempt from complaints with the requirements of Section 403K of this Act if it is not packaged in form and is therefore are so small that a statement of artificial flavoring, artificial coloring, or chemical preservatives in the case may not be placed on such units with such conspicuous as to render it likely to be read by the ordinary individual under customary conditions of purchase and use. The food shall be examined when held from sale for the requirements of Section 403K of the Act requiring a label statement of any artificial flavors and whatnot. If said food has been received in bulk containers at a retail establishment, it is displayed to purchase as the purchase of eater. That's interesting. That's very interesting. So let's see what happens from here. What else is said, right?
So, this flavored coffee, will it have a statement about what the artificial flavoring is? Here's another source. What do coffee labels need to meet government regulations? So this is from CTM Labeling Systems, another company just dedicated to designing coffee packaging. So if we go right here, so IP, this is the information panel. The IP requires an ingredients list and contact information for the producer or distributor. And it says here, the ingredients are listed in the order of highest weight to lowest weight. So, let's also get another one in here. So this is Durapack, FDA labeling requirements for coffee. What do I need in the nutritional facts panel? The FDA does not require a nutritional facts panel for plain roasted coffee. However, you must include nutritional facts panel if your coffee has flavorings. Yep. Vanilla, hazelnut, pumpkin spice, etc. And then here we go here. Do you have to list caffeine content? No, caffeine disclosure is not mandatory. However, you must list caffeine if you add extra caffeine to the product. So Coffee Brand Coffee sells a coffee that has extra caffeine in it. So I wonder, does it have that caffeine listed on the packaging?
Probably does.
Here as well. Do you have to register with the FDA? FDA registration is required if you roast your own beans, package coffee under your brand, operate a warehouse that ships coffee products. So Jeremy Hambley has claimed all three of these things.
Me and 6-7 other employees here in the United States, we roast our own beans. This isn't some drop ship thing. We have our own fulfillment facility. We have our own customer service. I personally dial in every single blend when it comes down to the flavor and how long it's roasted, what temperature it's roasted, the level of darkness. I'm deeply involved. Tucker Carlson was spotted by the way, on the coffee. We roast our own beans. We're not some weirdo dropship organization.
Bruh. Bruh, this one. Oh my God. He fucking, yeah. He dicked himself. He dicked himself over big time. Just dicked himself over big time without fail. That was just sad. Just sad. Just bruh to that one. Why? Why? I don't understand people anymore. I don't get it. I don't understand at all. Like, why in the bloody hell would you think logically speaking, right? Like, why would you logically think that the smartest thing you could do, right, is tell everybody that you are essentially brewing your own coffee and everything when you don't have a place to brew it? You registered in so many fucking places, not even funny, and you're registered in Utah. You apparently have a business address in fucking Wisconsin, but you ship from Arizona. What, bruh? Just bruh to this guy. He's a fucking idiot. He's a fucking idiot. Oh my God.
Like literally all my competitors on YouTube. So, give us a try. Many of you know I run a coffee company. I'm not some drop ship company. We roast our own beans. We hand our own fulfillment. We have our own employees. We have our own roasting stuff.
Sure.
We have what is one of the most popular items.
So does he have FDA registration? Now, unfortunately, the FDA doesn't have a database, so I couldn't look that up. I know, you would think it would exist. So anyway, all right, so packaging rules for small coffee businesses. Even at a small scale, your coffee packaging must include basic label information. Boom, right here, your name and address. Your name and address, guys. Now you might be thinking, oh, well, Luther, what if Hambly applied for the FDA, U.S. Food and Drug Administration Small Business Nutritional Labeling exemption? Well, he's never raised this as a defense. So...
Well, it's still worth noting right here, so let's go ahead and note this. The Federal Food and Drug and Cosmetic Act requires packaging foods and dairy supplements to bear nutritional labeling unless they qualify for an exemption. A complete description of the requirements there. One exemption is for low volume products that applies to a person claiming the exemption. Employees fewer than the average of 100 full-time employee. Equivalent employees in fewer than 100,000 units of the product are sold in the United States in a 12-month period, within a year, basically. To qualify for the exemption, a person must file a notice annually with the FDA. Note that low-volume products that bear nutritional claims do not qualify for exemption of this type. Let's see, another type of exemption applies to retailers with annual gross of not more than $500,000 over the annual gross of sales of foods and dietary supplements to consumers of not more than $50,000. For these exemptions, a notice does not need to be filled with the Food and Drug Administration, the FDA. On May 7, 2007, the Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, launched a new website-based submission process for false businesses to find out an annual notice of exemption from nutritional labeling requirements. The new process makes it easier for businesses to update their information. In addition, firms eligible for exemption will receive an electronic reminder when it's time to resubmit the nutrition labeling small business exemption notice. Ryan79 here says Jar is full of shit. Because he's full of shit and he knows it. Yes, he is full of shit. He absolutely is.
And if this is true, that he has a small business nutritional labeling exemption, show me the paperwork, Hambly. So this is what coffee is supposed to look like. So this is just some coffee that I had.
bestchoicebrand.com is from it. You see ingredients, coffee, proudly distributed, associated with Wholesale Groceries Incorporated from Kansas City, Kansas. Stored in a cool, dry location. Oh, yeah, explain how it's done. Well, even with a QR code. And you even get the website to go and look up the product. Just like you got a website right there where it says Dubby. Look at that right there, Dubby. Use the code Dubby and get 10% off at dubby.gg. Hey, Eric, how you doing, brother? I hope you're doing well. Oh, of course, it starts loading as soon as it does that.
In the cupboard, and right there it says the ingredients list, coffee, and then it says proudly distributed by, the name of the company, and then the city, state, and the zip code where it is. That way you can find it. So you guys tell me what you think. Once the coffee arrived, was it not compliant with the food safety regulations? Or did it have the exact information that we needed? Well, everyone who said that he was non-compliant with the food regulations, you're correct.
Oh, hello. Let's look at this. That's interesting. So it's coffee brand coffee, okay. You can even see like a .com underneath. Okay, so you got the website, I guess that counts. I mean, does it really count though? Does it really though? I don't know if it really does, honestly. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I would count that necessarily. That's just me, though. Oh. Alrighty, give me a second. I'm gonna plug this back in. I have my phone charged. My phone's dying. I'm dying. Let's see if we get. There we go. Up that there. Might take it a moment to connect. Let's see. Come on. So let's see. Well, okay, here we go. Now it's working.
He's gay!
All right, perfect. Soundbite works. Alrighty, so let's get to the rest of this, shall we? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, we can go ahead and shut that off though. It doesn't run any further. Alrighty, so the MacBook's pretty cool for the most part. Alrighty, so getting back into it, right? Because I got distracted for a moment. I got heavily distracted. Alrighty, let's get back into this, shall we?
Information regarding the coffee factory is not on the labeling. So I purchased this. It's spiked jack-o'-lantern coffee, mainly because I thought it could be expired because it's clearly Halloween themed. And there is absolutely no information. There's a
QR code. So there's a QR code on the back of it, and it does have the net weight of the coffee. It has the net weight. You can see the picture. So it meets two of the three requirements, but there is no expiration date. And that's the biggest part, is that it's missing the expiration date. It needs the expiration date. It's got the other two parts. It's got the weight. It's got the where you can contact the individual, the website in question. It has that. So it technically kind of meets the FDA regulations, but it's missing the expiration date, and that's the problem there. It's missing the expiration date, and it needs that portion. So that's a big problem.
Coffee factory information. There is no ingredients list. There's no nutritional facts. It's totally non-compliant. Totally non-compliant.
Yeah.
Now you say, what about the K-Cups, Luther? Well, those are totally non-compliant too. Now, they don't need nutritional facts because it's just regular coffee, but there's no information about the packaging or the factory that it came out of. So, Again, with a non-compliance. So this is more than just about memes. This is more than just about grifting. This is more than just about YouTube drama. This is about food safety. This is about food safety, consumer protection, and transparency that is owed to customers from food producers. What the hell are these flavorings? What is in this coffee? How do you get coffee beans to be flavored like blueberry? How do you get coffee beans to be flavored like pumpkin whatever? What's the ingredients? Why won't you share it? Why won't you tell us where the coffee factory is? Why won't you show an FDA certification or your local state food regulations? Because I've tried to look in both Utah and Wisconsin. We already covered that. I wasn't able to find a food manufacturing facility. Why don't you want to share this information? Because what if someone has a food allergy? What if there's contamination at the plant and you need to do a recall? How are you going to do that if there's no information? I mean, people could get hurt. People could get sick. Like, this is more than just internet stuff now. Food producers want to be able to do what Jeremy Hambley's doing. They want to be able to just put stuff out there in the marketplace, don't give the consumer any information, and then if people get sick or people get hurt or people have an allergic reaction, they can't trace it back to them. This is why we have FDA certification. This is why Amazon has labeling requirements. This is why it's important to put information and give consumers information just in case something happens. Well, what are we going to do? Well, I'm going to send certified mail to Coffee Brand Coffee LLC, as well as the registered agent, requesting this information so that we can get to the bottom of it. Now, certified mail costs money. People don't want to do that. Totally get that. Well, the only contact tool that's available for the general public is the email address, hello@coffeebrandcoffee.com. Now, do not flag the quartering. Do not flag any of his information. Right. Do not flag his stuff on Amazon. Don't do anything that breaks the terms of service or is illegal. Go to his website and request through the proper channels in a nice, polite,
So it pretty much sounds like he totally just fucked up so bad. Like it sounds like he completely just fucked up at this point. It's so incredibly bad that he knows he fucked up. This is just, oof. This is really not good. Really, really not good. I mean, what more can be said about that, I guess? Oh, I can. Okay, cool. Here, let me drop this down in a good bit. Let's see. There you go. Let's see. Running a lower bit rate, that should help a good bit. All right, getting back to what I was saying before. I'm getting fucking all kinds of distracted. So here's the thing, right? About like the coffee, as far as that's concerned. It just sounds like he's running a scam. That's what it sounds like. I'm not sure if it's completely a scam. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say 100% certain. I don't know. I really don't know. But it's coming off like he is running a scam. Like he's running a really, really big scam. And something probably does need to be done about it. Because that's... soundbite gay. What soundbite's gay? What? What are you talking about? Sounds like you're gay. So, like, it just sounds like he's running a scam. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. He's running a scam. But I know I sound like I'm repeating myself because, I mean, kind of. I mean, what else can you say? Based on everything that's just laid out, it sounds like he's running a scam. It really does sound like it. Sounds bad, honestly. But let's continue. Oh, wait, I got a pun right here. I can express it.
Professional email, where is the coffee factory? That's what we need to do. In fact, how about we all do that together right now? Hey, guys, so here's my email. Hello, I purchased your coffee on Amazon. It did not have an ingredients list or nutritional information. Please provide what flavorings, artificial or natural, are in your coffee. Please send the location of the manufacturing facility. I will expect a response in 5 business days. Have a good weekend, Luther Morgan. So this is a totally above-board business inquiry. And this business, Coffee Brand Coffee, the only way to get in touch with them is via email. So if I email them and you email them and everybody else watching this video emails them, we might just learn the truth because we're consumers and they're a food manufacturer. we have a right to know where our food is coming from. Wouldn't you say?
Agreed.
And just a little side note here. I am so sick of free Hannah Claire. Why doesn't Hannah Claire free herself? As far as I know, she's not locked up in Jeremy Hambley's basement. How about you ask your corpulent man-child boss where the coffee factory is? How about you ask him why he doesn't give nutritional facts, why he doesn't...
As far as I know, she isn't locked up in Jeremy Hambley's basement. Oh, God. Jump to... God damn it. I think I know what's doing it. Give me a second. We're going to finish this segment up, and then I'll worry about that.
Provide consumer information, why he's hiding where his coffee factory is. How about you ask him those very, very important questions? Because everyone wants to say they're a journalist. Everyone wants to say they're an investigator. Everyone wants to say they're a truth teller or a truth seeker. Well, how about you actually get off your fucking ass and ask him some of these tough questions? You don't have to ask him about his bedroom life. You don't have to ask him about internet drama. But this is about food safety. What if someone has an allergic reaction to whatever the hell is in this coffee, whatever flavorings he puts in here? This is important. So guys, the search for Jeremy Hambley's coffee factory continues, and I will let you guys know and keep you guys up to date if I get any response from Coffee Brand Coffee. But we have to keep searching for the truth. We have to keep asking for this information and keep looking. So, please like, please subscribe if you want.
That's a good video. That was a really good video. And I will be right back. Give me a second. I'm going to do something real quick.